All right. What up, Night Empire? It's your boy Mailman. I come to give my little spiel on this current 49er situation. Now, uh, right now our team is 2-4. We're not looking so hot. We need to make some changes. I've discussed this with people already. I've made a video about how I felt about Shanahan already. I've talked briefly about that, but I'm going to discuss it again. And I think us as 49er fans, we've had a really, really, really hard time judging quarterbacks, how they should be, how good they should be, how they should play, and stuff like that. You know, especially since Joe Montana and Steve Young have left and retired. Because we keep thinking that we got the next heir apparent, and we keep labeling certain quarterbacks as that. You know, and we've been doing that since those guys left. We did it with Jeff Garcia. He was not the guy. You know, then we didn't really do it with Alex Smith, but then we tried to do it with Kaepernick. He was not the guy. And then, as of late, we've done it with Jimmy Garoppolo. He's not the guy. And I'm going to get into talking about that in a minute. Now, when you look at quarterbacks and you really determine how quarterbacks should be or how they should play, this is my take on it. An elite quarterback, you know, and when I say elite, I'm talking about the Tom Brady's of the world, the Peyton Mannings of the world. I know he's not playing, but I'm talking about those level of guys, okay? Those level of guys, you know, the Patrick Mahomes, the Tom Brady's, the Russell Wilsons, the elite guys. Normally, in a 16-game season, they only really have about 2 bad games in a season. 3 tops, if that. If they even have 3, but normally only 2 bad games. And most of the time, they have about 8 or 9 solid to good games. Okay? And then about 4 or 5 wild games. You know, that's normally how an elite quarterback would play. The good quarterbacks, which are, you know, when I say good, I'm talking about like your Lamar Jacksons, your not Russell, but your Dak Prescotts, you know, those guys, the good quarterbacks, they normally, although I would argue Dak is starting to teeter towards the elite, but he's still in the category of good quarterback. Those guys normally have about, you know, 10 to 11, you know what I'm saying, good games, good to solid games, solid good games. You know, they may play 4 bad games a year. Maybe. You know, they may play 4 bad games. They may give you 3 wild games, the good quarterbacks. Now, the average quarterbacks, they play about, you know, 11 or 12 average games. That's just what they do. They'll give you 5 bad games, and they play about 11 to 12 just average, not solid or good, just average. Not solid to good games, just average games. 5 bad games is about what they give you. They may give you 1 wild game. Those are average quarterbacks. And when I'm talking about average, I'm talking about your Ryan Tannehills. Although I can argue that Ryan Tannehill may be in the good category now. But I'm talking about your Ryan Tannehills of the world. Those are your average guys. Jimmy Garoppolo used to be in the average category in 2019. He ain't that guy no more. He's not. He's just not that dude. And for Kyle Shanahan to sit up here and say that he is still going to continue to put Jimmy Garoppolo in when we face the Bears and from so on and so forth. I made a video about Kyle Shanahan and how I felt. And I said that I don't think that he should be fired, but I think that he should be on the hot seat. I made that video maybe about 3 weeks ago or something like that. 3-4 weeks ago. And now I'm to the point Shanahan should be fired. Especially if he's taking that kind of approach. We know what Jimmy is. You see what Jimmy Garoppolo is. You know what he is. There is no need to put Jimmy Garoppolo out there. Trey Lance cannot develop. You might as well play Trey Lance, give him some reps, let him learn, get some games under his belt because he's not going to get any better sitting on the sidelines. I know it's a lot of people out there talking about, oh, well, you'll kill Trey's confidence, you this and this and that. You know, I don't want to hear that shit. I was one of the guys advocating for Trey Lance to start from day one. And I was saying, what is Jimmy Garoppolo doing so special that we have to put him out there? You basically said you didn't want Jimmy Garoppolo. You told the world we needed a starting quarterback. Why even put him out there? Especially now, you're 2-4. You ain't winning the division. It don't look like you might even make the playoffs. So your team needs a spark. Trey needs to learn. Put him out there. That's what I would say. Our whole roster is a mess. He mishandled Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have mishandled every situation imaginable for the 49ers. And I was talking to some of my buddies today about this shit. I talked about how when Shanahan came in and took over the team, you knew you needed a starting quarterback for the 49ers. You knew you needed that. Deshaun Watson had proven everything he possibly could in college football. He played 3 years. He beat Alabama. He took Alabama to the wire and gave them hell. He showed you every single fucking thing possible to draft him. And I made a video about it that I said if they take a quarterback, they need to take Deshaun Watson. Now, I can understand not taking Patrick Mahomes because nobody knew Patrick Mahomes was going to be what he is today, coming out of Texas Tech. But you knew how good Deshaun Watson was. And to bring Brian Hoyer in shows how arrogant Kyle Shanahan is. Because that was him basically saying, it's my system that's working, not the players. Well, you found out quick you need fucking players. You need players. You know, you thought getting C.J. Beathard or Nick Mullins, to run your system, you were going to just be good with those kind of guys? And it backfired in your face. You mismanaged the roster. We've wasted so many fucking high draft picks on people that either we don't use, get hurt, or just were fucking bust and didn't pan out. Solomon Thomas, Reuben Foster, Mike McGlinchey, Javon Kinlaw. All these guys that y'all just missed on and keep missing on. Dante Pettis, 2nd round pick. All these guys that y'all kept drafting and trying to hit on. I'm not even going to throw Brandon Ayuk in the mix because I don't even think that it's Brandon Ayuk's fault that he's not doing well. I think that's more of a Kyle Shanahan coaching, and I think it's the play of quarterback play why Brandon Ayuk is not doing well this season. If Brandon Ayuk had a different quarterback and better coaching, I think he would be just fine. I really do. It's you, Kyle, making Ayuk look bad like he is. But that's my spill on it. I think that they've had 5 years to get this right. They have not gotten it right. We've only had 4 winning seasons in the last 18 seasons. That's unacceptable. That's frustrating the fans. We're tired of it. We're tired. That shit ain't gonna get the fucking job done. We won't change. We deserve better. So I just, that's just my spill on it. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen in the future. Like I said, me personally, they should just put Lance out there for the rest of the season. I don't know why they won't, or why they're not thinking about it. Just my take. But that's pretty much all I got. I just wanted to get that off my chest, I'll be making another video, guys. Faithful. In the meantime, it's your boy Mailman, and I'll get back at y'all.